So, on a side note, it's Thrifted Friday. I think I'm going to make a new little thrifty kind of what I find at the thrift store on Friday. But on this episode of Thrifted Friday, we're going to Goodwill. It's local, it's close, well, within 15 minutes, but it's the only real thrift store that has decent deals. Now, I know a lot of Goodwills don't have decent deals because they're super overpriced, but I found some good stuff at this one. Mainly sterling. I've been collecting sterling, and I found about 9 pounds. And I know that seems crazy to a lot of people, but I found 9 pounds of sterling silver at this one thrift store. One was in a 2-pound bowl, 2.5-pound bowl, and the rest is like silverware, which only goes for 19 cents. And that doesn't matter if it's sterling or not. They don't really ever look at that, which is kind of nice as of now. I also find sterling mirrors in the makeup aisle, sterling like candlesticks that I break up and scrap those. So yeah, on this episode of Thrifted Friday, I'm gonna go to Goodwill. I'll try to film some of it, but it's always a little weird because people know when you have a phone in your hand and it's awkward. But we'll see how it goes. I would like to get like a little point of view cam. I have a small one, but I don't know how good the quality is on it. I got it to protect myself from a neighbor that we've had issues with, but that's a whole nother thing. So yeah, on this episode of Thrifted Friday, will he find shit at the thrift store or fucking not? Who knows? Okay, and obviously you can tell it's terribly rainy today, but this is the turn in. Now, like most small towns in America right now, you have a terrible amount of homeless people. There happens to be a dollar store right next to the Goodwill, and yep, that's what you get over here. I mean, sometimes there's 30, sometimes there's more. But yeah, we'll see here momentarily. Yeah, they still have Jack in the Box out here. Does anyone actually eat at Jack in the Box? What do they even have? And I'm parking, and I'm turning. Okay, so the phone's gonna be in my left breast pocket for Thrifted Friday. And I don't know how the video will turn out. I'm gonna probably voice over some parts of it if I can. That might be the only way because the mic's gonna be at the bottom. So here we go.
Okay, let's go before I get yelled at.
It's made in Greece. Cool cup. I usually check this out because there's silver stuff on it. And as you can tell, this might be silver. I want to check it out here in a minute. Cupping set. So it's pretty popping in here today, but I'm gonna check the toys. I see a new toy bin. You can barely see the top of it right there. Let's see what's in it. Okay. And so here's the new toy bin. Some Lincoln Logs. So I'm gonna pause it and search through some of this stuff and see if I can find anything. This might be the first little score. Power Ranger playing cards. $8 from 1994. There's also a pack of Simpsons playing cards that are circular. I don't know the year on them, but I'll have to look those up too. There's a cool car. Check that out. It's really heavy metal. The door's open. So most of these cars are called Road Rough. There's a Beetle. This one. And this one's an Ertile. Oh, cool. Okay, I'll show you what I found in a minute, but then checking the new shoe bin. These kind of look. Those kind of look cool. Some nice boots down in here. Iron Age. Some nice boots. Size unknown. Yeah, I'll have to look those up. Those are super nice. Okay. Not much else in here. Check out this top one. Okay. So yeah, these are super nice boots, but they're asking $50. $49.99. I mean, I'm gonna check them, look them up, but for me, for a reseller, it's not really worth it. Other things I pulled out of that new toy cart were this little Texas State, maybe. This Chevy metal. It's a tile. That one might be valuable. This Twilight New Moon. This like Mustang Barracuda or something. The Simpsons cards packs are in this one here, but they're sealed. I'm not sure what year they're from. Let's see. I'm not seeing a date on them. And here's a closer look at those Power Ranger cards from 1994. Sealed package. I'll have to look that up. That might be valuable for sure. Other things I picked up and need to look up is all this Proactive. I know it's not super valuable anymore, but they're all sealed. I'll have to check the dates on them. This Warrior nut, this thing is heavy as hell. It's some sort of knife sharpener. Look that up, and then I have to investigate this, see if it's sterling, or I highly doubt it's probably plated something, but I'm gonna check all that out and let you know what I find or pick up. Okay, so more carts just came out. I'm gonna put you back in my pocket and I'll take a peek. There's one there, and they're bringing out another one. Yeah, no worries. Switch sides with you?
Yes, yeah.
Cool. Cool. Okay guys, so I definitely found a piece of sterling in that lot. It's that little cup right there. So that's super awesome. This glass is kind of cool. But that sterling is a huge fan. A bunch of Rust-Oleum. That's also super cool. This is a super cool score if you've never seen one of these. Okay, so you guys saw me pull this out. They only want $1.99, and I'm almost positive this is sterling on the bottom. You can just tell by the literal weight of it. But that's, I mean, that's probably over 75 bucks for this thing, just in scrap value. Yeah, it's really hard to see, but you can see sterling right there. There we go, that's better. So that's my first sterling find of the day for $1.99. I'll have to weigh that up when I get home, and I'll let you know the weight of it. Super cool little score there. So the other cool thing I pulled out of there was these beer taps. This one's super cool. I'll have to find out what beer this is. Buccaneer Bacon. Then I had this Buddha one. I'll have to see if these are worth anything. This little Elvis dude that rotates. And then these guys are super cool. They levitate on your desktop. They want 10 bucks for that. The other one that's kind of cool that I need to look up is this little skeleton in glass. I think someone made this, but it's super cool looking. So yeah, we'll do some more research. I'm definitely going to pick up the sterling though. And yeah, I'll let you know what else I grabbed. Oh, these cars. So the one I looked up, there's 3 of these. Texas State. This one seems more plasticky. But this metal one, well, there's another one down in here that it goes for like over $100. Once I find it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll show you. Okay, so I'm back. So the resale value isn't great on this thing, but I always like these. Let me show you how it works. Try to do this with one hand. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that got a little crazy. They're really popping out some carts today, but looking through some of that stuff, I'm going to pick up some and I'll show you on the way out what I ended up buying and how much I spent. So that was terribly exciting. They brought out a lot of stuff. It's always a good day when they're bringing out tons of things. But yeah, I'm going to pick up some of the items. Obviously, that sterling is always good to find. I'll show you what the weight of that is later. I'm going to stick around for another 30 minutes or so because they haven't brought out an electronics cart yet, and they're going to bring that out soon, so we'll see what else I can find. Okay, so I did notice they brought out a bunch of golf clubs. You guys see any in here that are in value? I don't normally buy these because honestly I wouldn't know how to ship them. Obviously a super long box, but where do you find a long box like that? But yeah, they brought out at least 20 just now. And they brought out this whole bag. But I don't really dabble in those too much. So this little metal heavy Dodge Charger, 1998. They go for about 50 bucks on eBay. But I'm gonna pass for $12. That's a little much for me. A super cool little car, very, very heavy, probably about almost 2 pounds. Okay, so there were a lot of cool cars in there, but this one happens to be pretty valuable. This is a Danbury Mint, Tennessee. There's the bottom, Danbury Mint. There's the Chevy Bel Air. Looks like to be in pretty good shape. Only $7. These are going for over $100 on eBay. And then I'll probably just check it over and make sure. It looks like it might be missing one of the flags on the back. Yeah, pretty overall good condition. This is also probably going to be a pickup too. It's a beer tap, kind of a rare one. The only other one I saw on eBay was going for about $130, and they want $5 for it. I've sold a couple beer taps before. This one's got a very cool theme to it. Check out this dog toy. A couple cool chairs made by the Douglas Furniture Company based out of California. They're only asking $8 a piece. Here's the bottom of those. Douglas Furniture Company. Okay, so I'm back home. My phone ended up dying, so I passed on the little Danbury Mint car, and I'll give you a reason why. So that Danbury Mint, it had a couple issues with it. It was missing a little flag on the back and had some damage. Now, I've been selling on eBay for 10 years, and you get a lot of people that really want a pristine product. And what happens is sometimes they don't read the description. If you list it as like, you know, has a missing part or something, they don't look at that, and then you get a return. So it's just stuff you learn along the way. I mean, it was a cool car, but just not worth the hassle of getting it returned. So I did end up picking up this really cool skull beer tap, which is pretty awesome. Similar ones on eBay sell for around $130 plus shipping, and so I got that one for $5. I mean, this would be a really cool gear shifter, you know, if you had it kind of like that, or it'd screw into something. That'd be kind of cool. And then obviously I picked up the Sterling bowl. Now this is like really patinaed. This would clean up beautifully with some just some baking soda and some warm water. But that's what it'll look like all around, just so that kind of clean metal. I mean, so it's obviously pretty old, but I showed it in the store. This is Sterling. There we go, natural Sterling, and I picked that up for $2. And so the weight on this Sterling bowl, let's see, 61 grams. And so it's about, you know, $60 worth of silver right there. I mean, and silver's going to keep going up. So that was an awesome little score. I'm always looking for silver. Believe it or not, I've found about 12 pounds of silver total over the past 5 months at Goodwill. So this is just another one I'm going to add to the pot, and then eventually cash it all in when silver goes up real high. So thanks for watching. That's a pretty average thrift store day for me. That store in particular is really high paced. They're always bringing out carts. I got several competitions in there, some old ladies that sometimes I got to be a little blunt with, because they'll get right in your way when a new cart comes out. They'll put the cart right in front of it, and I'll just move their cart right out of the way. We're typically not looking for the same stuff. I'm looking for silver and collectibles and just anything that has value. They're all about antiques. So, but yeah, so stay tuned if you like the video. Sorry, it's sort of a shenanigans all over the place. It's really hard to film while you're in there and be consistent about it. So thanks for watching.